is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead Houston, where it's all Houston all the time. The Houston Texans. We got some breaking news just a few moments ago.
Breaking news!
Coming from Adam Schefter, the Houston Texans have signed another offensive lineman. This one, a former New England Patriot that directly has ties to Nick Caserio, Nick Caley, Cole Popovich. He played with the Cincinnati Bengals. It's all his name is Trent Brown. 1 year, $3 million. The Houston Texans have bolstered their offensive linemen with the signing, but it ain't nothing I'm going to go crazy about. I think at the end of the day, this is just a competition level of value that the Houston Texans are adding here at the offensive line. Trent Brown, when healthy, and again, the biggest caveat, if anybody saw my short, make sure to check it out. I talked about Trent Brown there. His biggest caveat is when healthy. He only played 3 games last year for the Cincinnati Bengals, and torn patellar tendon, not so hot for him. He's had a rich injury history throughout his entire career. But again, when healthy, Trent Brown has played some pretty exceptional football. You're talking about a massive human being. He's about 6'5", maybe about 350. So Trent Brown is massive. And the Houston Texans, again, have added more competition, I guess you can say. It is what it is, because the Houston Texans continue to throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. Now, I mean, you're obviously going to throw them all in a blender and shake it up and see who's the last one standing, because Trent Brown plays right tackle. Blake Fisher also played right tackle for you. Titus Howard also could play right tackle for you. As we know, Aaron Wilson reported that the 2 tackles were going to be Titus Howard and Blake Fisher. Again, a lot of his reporting, I still think that reporting was more of an opinion-based kind of thing, but could be, I could have been wrong there. Left tackle, we all know Cam Robinson, one of the latest signings. The Houston Texans now grab Trent Brown. There is multiple offensive tackles on this team. And again, the Houston Texans seem to add competition, throw the knife on the floor, see who comes out on top, little Joker Dark Knight style.
Now, our operation is small, but there's a lot of potential for aggressive expansion. So which of you fine gentlemen would like to join our team? Oh, there's only one spot open right now, so we're gonna have tryouts. Make it fast.
And see what happens in this offensive line room. The Houston Texans are cooking up something, and I'll say it ain't nothing special, and whatever they're cooking ain't the greatest food in the world either. But again, you throw enough shit at the wall, something has to stick, right? And Trent Brown, given that it's a 1 year, $3 million deal, I think that's a really good value for somebody, if healthy, can outproduce that contract that you're giving them there. So the Houston Texans take a chance there, but now it's kind of like, what is this offensive line going to be configured into? We're going to get more into that, because I mentioned numerous tackles the Houston Texans have now, with the signing of Cam Robinson a few days ago. Now Trent Brown, both of them guys play left tackle and right tackle. Titus Howard, we know that seemed to be rumored to be in direct competition for the left tackle spot, but could also play right tackle. Blake Fisher also plays right tackle. There's Titus Howard now also in direct competition with the left guard spot. And that was something we kind of alluded to on Bleacher Report, myself and Ruben, that maybe Titus Howard is getting moved back into that left guard spot, and Cam Robinson's taking the left tackle spot, and then Blake Fisher at right tackle. But now Trent Brown's into this mix. There's a monkey wrench into this offensive line now, and it's going to be very competition-based. Whoever wins the job is going to win the job. There's a great silver lining when it comes to that. You're adding yourself some competition. You're adding yourself guys that directly want to contribute to this team and they want that starting job because they don't want to be on the bench. Who wants to be on the bench? Absolutely nobody. You're signing guys like Trent Brown, who's used to starting. Cam Robinson's used to starting. Titus Howard is used to starting. Laken Tomlinson has been a starter. Ed Ingram was just a starter for the Vikings before he was benched for Dalton Risner. Like Blake Fisher was just starting last year. All of these guys, Jared Patterson, Drew Scruggs, two other guys that were starting, that were playing. All these guys want to play and start for the Houston Texans. You throw them in this competition, you see what happens, and hey, let the best man win. At the end of the day, again, sooner or later, that shit's got to start sticking to the wall, and the Houston Texans are completely resurfacing their entire offensive line room. And then when you go into the NFL draft, is offensive tackle, it still has to be a question mark for the Houston Texans, considering Trent Brown's age as well as Cam Robinson's age, and both of them are on one-year deals. Again, really good value, I believe, for Trent Brown if healthy. The Texans could still look at offensive tackle, but I don't know if they're looking at it at 25. Again, unless somebody really just falls to them at 25. If Kelvin Banks falls to them at 25, I would take it. I'd be happy. If Josh Simmons is there from Ohio State, I would take it. I'd be happy. The Houston Texans need any sort of offensive line talent into this team. Youth and talent needs to be injected into that offensive line, and they could do that in the best way possible with the upcoming NFL draft. Again, 4 picks within the top 100. The Houston Texans so far bolstering the offensive line to the best of their ability. They're trying to flex out as much money as they can from that cap space to help CJ Stroud stay upright. Nick Caserio and the Houston Texans, they might have traded away Laramie Tunsil. They might have traded away probably one of the best pass protecting left tackles in the NFL. But ultimately, there is a plan being put in place, and that plan is competition will create value. And that's hopefully the solution for the Houston Texans O-line this year. And also some talent as well could always help too. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.